Okay, today let's look at exponential equations. An exponential equation looks like ax equals b, where a and b are some positive numbers. So the key idea is your unknown is the power at the top. So for example, an exponential equation could look like 3 to the x equals 9. So the question you're asking is 3 to the what power gives me 9? Well, we know that 3 squared is 9, so therefore our unknown x must be 2. So to solve exponential equations means we have to find out what that unknown power x is. So the key strategy to use to solve exponential equations is this pattern. So if something to the power of m is equal to the same base to the power of n, then either the powers are the same, n equals m, or the base is 1, because 1 to the power of anything still gives me 1. So let's do some examples. So we have to solve. Let's try solving 2 to the x. So 2 to what power gives me 16? So if you don't know your powers of 2, maybe trial and error with a calculator. But 2 to the x equals 16 is 2 to the 4. So using our pattern from before, so if two things have the same base, then that means either the power is the same or the base is 1. Well, our base right now is 2, so therefore our powers must be the same. So in other words, x must be 4. Let's do another one. 3 to the x equals 1 over 9. So one of the strategies to solve these equations is look at the base of your unknown power. Right now my base is 3. So I'm trying to see how we can put the other side in terms of bases of 3. So 3 to the x equals, well, 9 is 3 squared. Well, right now we can't really apply the pattern from above yet because I've got 3 to the something, but right now on the other side I've got 1 over 3 to the something. So let's see if we can convert the right hand side as 3 to some power instead. So remembering from index laws, if I have a fraction, that means it's a negative power. So on the right we have 3 to the power of a negative 2. So since 3 to the x equals 3 to the negative 2, therefore the powers must be the same. X must be negative 2. Part C. Let's say 25 to the x is equal to 125. So what you need to do is to see if we convert 25 into a simpler base. So 25, obviously what comes to mind is 5 squared. So let's turn 25 into 5 squared. So it's 5 squared to the power of x. What about 125? Can we make it 5 to the something? If you're not sure, check with your calculator. 125 is 5 cubed. So on the left we have power to a power, so we can multiply them. So 5 to 2x equals 5 cubed. Because the bases are the same, therefore the powers must be the same. So in other words, x is 3 over 2. Let's do one more. 3 to the 2x minus 1 is 27 to the x. So on the left hand side our bases are 3. So let's see if we can convert the right hand side into a base 3 as well. So 3 to 2x minus 1. 27 is 3 cubed. So it's 3 cubed to the power of x. A power of a power is multiplying. So on the right we have 3 to the 3x. Because the bases are the same, now we can equate the powers. So therefore 2x minus 1 is 3x. Rearranging, negative 1 is 3x minus 2x, or in other words, x is negative 1. So the way to solve exponential equations is try your best to turn both left hand side and right hand side to the same base, Once you've got the same base, you can equate the powers and then find the unknown power. So to-do list. Okay, have fun.